Prepare yourself for invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
Hello. What you doing? Trying to get in the camera there?
Is this on? Are we live?
Hello, are we on? Are we here? Hello, people. Well, sadly, you can see I am not at Eric's house, and Eric is not at my house.
Yeah, look at all the room I got now.
Yeah. And Barney is not here as a special guest. Hey, Tonio, what's happening? So no Barney special guest with me petting him. So that was fun last week. Wish we could do it like that all the time.
Yeah, I know. That was very different.
Yeah.
It was different. It was weird having just one screen, not the two screens. And
yeah. Hobby night would definitely be interesting to do hobby night live with both of us there. That's where we'd need the actual studio setup, somebody on each side of the table kind of thing.
Yeah. And just have the camera
the radio station looking thing where you have it like that. So anyway, what's happening, everybody? It's been, well, we tried to meet a little bit more regularly. It's been a little hit and miss at the beginning of the year as we've been doing lots of traveling and everything going on, but last week was cool. If you weren't with us last week, I was sitting right next to Eric where he is right now because I was up in Waukegan for my son's graduation from Navy boot camp. So that's where we were. And tonight, just to kind of get back in the swing for the year, we're just going to hobby.
We missed hobby last week because of traveling. And I mean, you couldn't bring your paints. Well, you could have, but you know.
Yeah, I could have, but I don't think I'd have been in much of a mood to paint since we drove up there and then pretty much turned around and drove back. So
yeah.
But all in all, it was a pretty good drive. It did remind me of, if anybody's seen the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy, it was kind of like that. The trip was kind of like that.
That hotel from that movie, did you guys go by it down the highway?
Yeah, well, we stayed in one of the chains of that hotel. So.
Okay.
So it was, not only did we have to get 4 new tires on the rental car, but
wipers.
Wipers and just bad food along the way. But it was an adventure. So, and it was worth the trip. So anyway, we're going to be painting tonight. What's everybody working on? What are you working on?
Yeah, I know. I saw Alder posted in the Discord the end of the month progress type of report for the thread that he wanted to start. I got to look and see what it was even called.
It was the painting challenge. But
challenge.
He's been working on his the cyberpunk models. Oh, look at what Tonio said. Even to his own surprise, he's working on 40K.
Wow. It looks like he's still doing the cyberpunk stuff. Alder, I just saw he posted his next little batch for February, and
I'll post. I think I'll post a picture of what I have here. But
I think I need to buckle down and do this because maybe it'll make me actually get some stuff done.
Well, that was why he suggested it. It was to do that. I'm usually pretty good about it until I hit a funk, because I'll come downstairs after the kids go to bed and I'll paint for a couple of hours. And honestly, I haven't been overexerting myself painting. I've been painting BattleTech stuff, and I am pretty sure I'm going to need to buy some new speed paint pretty soon because I am smoking through that stuff.
But you're still doing some, and that's good. I mean, I've been very bad. These holidays just starting from back in November all the way to now. It's just been crazy. I haven't had time. I mean, I've been so tired. I get home after dinner, like tonight after dinner, I was like this. I was like, oh my God, why am I so tired?
Yeah. It's because you work 6 days a week delivering mail.
Yeah. I need to change that.
Where it's cold. So Anyway, so I'm going to work on some BattleTech stuff tonight, but I've been working on some drop ships.
Hold on, I'll make you big. There we go.
That's my cool. Union class drop ship. Almost.
Are you gonna do any like washes on that?
Yeah. This is just real basic.
Okay.
Typically for a terrain piece, I know this is probably going to sound weird, but what I do for a wash on that, so that it's a really thin wash and doesn't mess up any of the detail, is I use my old paint water.
Okay.
I just take my old paint water and put it right on there once it's nice and yucky.
Yeah.
And it's actually a pretty good thin wash for larger terrain pieces. So, and then
coverage.
I got the big one.
I like that one too.
Yeah. Work in progress. I'm figuring stuff out. Because of the curvature, I couldn't get a good door on there.
Oh, okay.
I used some puff paint to make the outline of it, and then I'll do some stuff with paint to do that. But anyway, I got what's on the desk, and I am going to put my camera down because I was working before we even started. Let's see. Tonio said, new club opened 10 minutes away. Wow. Cutting his drive by 30 minutes to get a game to get back to the grim darkness. Hey, you know what? This has actually been a topic, might even be the topic of discussion for next week. Eric and I will talk about it. But the reality is you got to play what people are playing.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I mean, we may have to save it for that. But, one thing I will say, and then we'll save it for that, is, a lot of people give Games Workshop a lot of flack, but it's probably the number one played game in any game store you go to. So
yeah,
if you want a game, that's what you would want to look into.
Although I will say this, I know Old World just got released, so that may spike back up like it used to be, because back in the day, it was the stores when I was stationed in California, if there wasn't the 40K game going on, there was a Fantasy Battles game going on.
Yeah, Fantasy Battles has kind of taken the back seat for the last couple of years. And
and this is if I understand correctly, this is the reboot of the old Fantasy Battles, not the whatever they changed it to. I didn't like what they changed it to. I don't like the Stormcast Eternals. I don't like all that stuff.
Yeah,
I liked the fantasy.
I forgot what they call that. The new age. It's new something. I don't remember.
Sigmar.
Yeah, the Sigmar age.
The age of Sigmar. Yeah. So, Tonio played his first game of Old World this weekend. Okay, you'll have to let us know how it was, man. What you thought of it, and
there's a reason why I saved all my stuff from 20 years ago.
There you go. You'll probably be able to use it. I wish I still had my Bretonians. I had an epic Bretonian army.
Well, I have Bretonians, but I turned them into undead. So
can't do anything with you. Can't do anything with you. All right, I'm going to put my camera down, and I'll show you guys what I'm working on.
All right.
So
look at all that.
All kinds of stuff. I got all kinds of battle mechs. These are just my painted House Steiner and Jade Falcons and some Draconis Combine and stuff. But I just have them up here so that I can remember what color I painted all the lenses, because I'm working on some aerospace fighters, and I've got I got a whole bunch of tanks for combined arms detachments, and I've got my I haven't named this company yet. They're going to be some regiment within House Steiner in the Lyran Commonwealth, and then I've got my Steiner, and I've got some Draconis Combine stuff over here, and then some Jade Falcon stuff over here. So I'm just kind of sprinkling along. My buddy Seth, his mechs came in, and so he's pretty excited about that. Let's see. Tonio said he loved it. Good mix of the better of a large mix of editions and even other games. Less stuff than 8th edition, which was way too heavy on unit sizes. Cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I will. I'll probably look into it at least. I don't know if I'll go wild or anything, but I might pick up a book.
Yeah, I don't know that I'll buy in all the way, but I'd play it. because that was my game, man. Even before 40K, I played massive amounts of fantasy battles. I still to this day because I was an airman and I didn't make any money. It took me forever. I played orcs. It took me forever to be able to afford the Snotling pump wagon. And so for the longest time, my Snotling pump wagon was a pack of cigarettes because it was the right size.
Oh, I got to change our background. Let me do that.
You got to put your camera up there too.
Yeah.
This ain't no solo show.
There we go. Okay, I got that. Let me turn you off. Okay, so
yeah, that's what Tonio said too. First game, first love. Always liked it better than 40K.
Yeah,
I did too. There was something.
My introduction to Games Workshop was the fantasy, the old world.
I think it was for me. It was the more close combat nature of everything about the game. You know, it was the inverse of what 40K was. 40K was a lot of shooting. Mm-hmm. There was hand-to-hand combat, but all your units could shoot. All your units couldn't shoot. In fantasy, it was just the specialized ones that could shoot. You know, it was a big deal to be able to shoot.
All right.
And so everything, I felt like it was a little bit more strategic because you weren't just relying on shooting.
Yeah.
You had to position your troops and all that jazz. So
okay. Got that moved so I can see.
But as is very typical, it might also just be a whole bunch of nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's been grumblings about it for years now. So I think
Hey, there's Alder. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Good morning, Alder.
What's up, Alder? So I think it's something they've been working on for a while. All right. Oh, I'm stuck on something here. A cord. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. I can see what I'm doing now. Had to move my monitor.
Here you go, Eric. You'll appreciate this. I'm repurposing some miniatures as proto-mechs. Recognize these guys?
No, I'm going to make you big and so I get a good view.
Well, I got to get them unblurry.
Oh, yeah. That's some bot war.
Uh-huh.
That's a good idea.
They've got the proto-mechs now, so I was looking at some of the produced ones, and they're just so, like, random. I was okay. I've got models that are just random. So, well, Alder, you weren't with us last week. Did you happen to watch last week's show? There was a little surprise in there. Antonio, I don't think you were either. Did you happen to watch last week's show? We were sneaky last week.
Sneaky.
Sneaks. If you didn't, I won't spoil it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You can watch the first 5 minutes, and all will be revealed.
And it's a first time.
Yeah, first time ever on the show.
Let's see. Okay.
All right.
Some orange there. Okay.
And what are you working on?
So I still have on my table, I have some retro ray guns, some of the aliens. That's what I'm looking at right now. After the last time we did our hobby night, I stayed working on them. So I got a little bit more done on this plant guy here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you mostly got him done.
I was just looking to see there's a little bit of stuff in his mouth there and probably some dry brushing. And then I got this big bug looking guy to work on. want to add some orange or something to all that. I was just looking at the book to see reference wise, but then I got all my Don't Look Back new guys on here. And somehow this guy got broke. I was working on him more after the stream also, but yeah, his ankle snapped on me and he came off the base, and so I had to re-glue him and all that. I was kind of upset about that.
Yeah.
I think that's why I haven't really painted much lately, because I was just like, when I found that, I was just so deflated. As just like, why do I bother?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got some of these guys that were just a little bit, a couple coats of stuff on him. So I'll work on him some more, and we'll just see what I can get done tonight. I always get stressed out about I didn't get a lot done type of thing,
Right.
But I don't know, just a little bit at a time, I guess.
Don't stress. It's a hobby. It's supposed to create the opposite of that.
Yeah, I know. And sometimes I can't help it. I do. Okay, I'm going to lose my place. I got to put a bookmark or something in there. There.
All right. So neither one of you guys that's with us tonight watched last week. You'll have to go check out the last 5 minutes or the first 5 minutes. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
All right. Let's find.
We certainly got a kick out of it.
I don't know if I want to use. You know what? I think I'm just going to use regular paint.
What?
Yeah.
How long's it been since that's happened? I'm telling you, man. I was telling Eric before we went on. I'm not. Oh, maybe it was after we went on. I don't know. It's all blurring together. It's all blurring together. I'm burning through these speed paints just because. I mean, I just want to get stuff painted and get it on the table because I game so rarely now that it's hard. I am excited, though. I finally managed to coordinate childcare for my kids because my wife works a wacky schedule. So it always ends up whenever there's a convention coming up. I'm like, hey, are you working? She's like, yep, I'm working. I'm like, So, but I got childcare, and at the beginning of March, I am going to a convention with Alan.
Oh,
finally,
awesome!
Again, yeah, down in Jacksonville, so just a few hours away, Jacksonville, Florida, just a few hours away from where I am. Takes about 3 hours to get down there, depending on traffic. So
13.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun. I haven't seen Alan in a while, and he's going to have Discover Games. He's going to be running Wars of Oz, and he said he doesn't need me to do anything, but whatever he needs me to do, I'll do it. There you go. Okay, thank you, Alder. That is the best motivational statement right there. That one's all for you, Eric.
I like that. That makes me feel good. Brand new start.
That's right. 1 month.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I just things were not going well for me.
No, it was a great idea, Alder, to put that up there, and I think it's been helpful for people because I've seen people posting that I don't normally see posting.
Yeah.
So that's
help motivate people.
Yeah, that's in and of itself very positive. So I'm glad about that. So good on you, sir. Good on you. Great idea.
Yeah, I know some of my problem too is like kind of like writers get writer's block. I just get like painter's block. It's like, okay, I don't know exactly what I want to do with this guy. And that's what I was thinking of today. I need to pop open those Marvel Zombie guys and get them prepped up and stuff because I don't have to think about what color am I going to paint this.
Right.
They're already established characters, so I just would need to paint them.
Well, I still think you need to paint your He-Man guys.
Oh, and those two, yeah. Those two.
I don't know if I'd have been able to resist getting Man-at-Arms painted up.
Well, I can't remember who I got. I think I got Manny faces downstairs on the desk, and I think I pulled out Fisto.
There you go, Matt and Eric. There's another one for you, man. Everybody's got your back tonight, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Elton. Man, okay. I don't feel so bad. It's not just me.
There you go, man. That's the whole reason we have the show, right? Stuff like that.
Support each other.
So I'm looking forward to this weekend. Me and the kids are planning a little bit of BattleTech. I gotta get them to get more games under their belt so that we can do some combined arms stuff.
Oh yeah,
because they're still getting the rules, and we haven't advanced to too many mechs on the table yet. But I want them to get that before we start adding tanks and everything. Don't want to confuse everyone.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get them overwhelmed where they get frustrated and then don't want to even play.
All right, there's more for you. Look at you, man.
Man, you guys are all over supporting me.
Almost like they like you or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I do need to do that and not worry about, I got to get these done. I mean, that's why I think I dove into the don't look back first, just because I have so much, but those ones, I have a lot of fun painting them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any use for them, and I sold all of the models. But I'll tell you some models I really like to paint, and I can just sit and paint them because they go so fast. They're so easy to paint, and they're so neat, is pulp models.
Yeah, I got some of those downstairs.
Especially I love Bob Murch sculpts.
Yeah.
And he's always at Adepticon. He's got his booth set up at Adepticon. I know that. All the time.
Yeah, that's
what you do when you're a legend.
That's going to be here before you know it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to go every day this year.
Really?
Well, I got some stuff going on with Xander, I think, that weekend. I got to double check the dates, but he's got some open house college stuff that I might be doing on that weekend. I got to double check. I mean, I'll probably still go. I can still go some of the other days, but
sure.
It's a nice thing about a 4-day con.
It's also the nice thing when you're just a few minutes away from said con.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to go because I know Terrence is running something there.
Oh, yeah. What did he say he was running?
I don't remember what it was now.
Maybe he's out there in internet land lurking. Perhaps. Oh, it got real quiet.
Concentrating.
Yeah, right. I'm not concentrating. I'm using speed paint. I'm using like the first actual color I've had in a while. So, and that's just because it's black.
And I just realized I was up on solo forever.
But so we know that Tonio got to play. Oh, here you go. Oh, look at that. He was all set to attend this year. Oh, man, that's a bummer.
Dang.
Sorry about that with the health problems. So has anybody gotten any games in? I know Tonio said he's working on some 40K and got in a game of Old World. Anybody managed to get any gaming in? That is kind of sort of kind of what our jam is, I think. That whole gaming thing. I think that's the whole purpose of all this. I mean, I could be wrong. I have been often. Let's see. Only RPGs. And how about you, Alder? We got 2 other people watching too. So if y'all have gotten any games in, just throw it in there and tell us what you've been playing. We'd love to hear. Jace.
Oh, I just realized I don't have comments on, so I can't even read anything.
He said, I blame the health thing for this too. Oh, you know what, man? Blame it. Go for it. That's okay. That works. Blame it.
Well, you know, just like Milli Vanilli said, you can always blame it on the rain.
They didn't say it though.
Yeah.
Therein was the problem. Come on now, Eric. You're letting everybody know our age. Stop.
I know. Oh, man.
Actually, it's okay. I think everybody that listens to us knows who Milli Vanilli is because they were there too.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's our demographic, right?
Yeah. We're not exactly attracting the young hip players. I'm not even sure if that's a thing. Young hip players.
Young hip players.
Yeah. At least not players in the sense of what we mean when we say players.
All right, I got to look at my reference here real quick. Let's see. What else is orange?
Whatever you want to be orange.
Okay, looks like they kind of did the where all the segments, the knuckles and whatnot are. So let's see. I gotta find a good brush. Let's use this one maybe.
The Alder said, haven't played anything yet. Finished painting a couple of factions, playing some Cyberpunk Red. I'm very interested to hear how that goes, man. Very interested. The models look really, really cool. I'm curious, in the rules for that, Alder, do they try and capture like hacking and stuff like that as part of the mechanics of the game, or do they just leave that alone to not bog down the game? Because I could see that going both ways of wanting to have the mechanic of that, because that's so cyberpunk, you know. I mean, that is the whole cyberpunk thing, jacking in and all of that. So I'm curious about that. Well, hello, Alan. Welcome, sir.
His ears were ringing.
I guess so. We were talking about the con in Jacksonville. Celebrating finally being able to go to one. Which will be also nice. Haven't been to one in, man, feels like forever.
Yeah, it's been a while, haven't it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's glad I'm going. I'm glad I'm going too. I could probably bring my really cool big mushrooms for your Wars of Oz if you want. But I imagine you probably have plenty of terrain. You were your printers have been losing their minds lately, and your painters.
Okay, I am just going for it here.
Go for it, man. Go big or go home. Stop messing around. Just do it. Just do it. So has anyone else poked into the Wars of Oz? I know Alan's buried neck deep in it. Possibly deeper. I was going to pick up the book, but I couldn't find it.
Not even at what's the one place? Man, I am blanking on the website.
That's okay.
Not Noble Knight.
Mini Market?
That, or there's another one that we used to get like a lot of miniatures from. I probably got a window open.
Oh, I bet you do have a window open. Probably got something in the shopping cart too.
Let me see. Do I got... No, that ain't it. No. What do we got here? Kickstarter. Brigade Games.
Oh, I didn't check.
I did have a window open.
Elder said there's some hacking. Haven't read the rules fully, but it does look simple. Yeah, that's the impression I've got. I've been I'm in the group, the Facebook group, and been watching when Alan posts something, and obviously that doesn't convey anything about the rules, but you can kind of get an idea of a game complexity just by kind of being aware and watching what's going on in the in the groups. Do. It seems pretty cool, but I'm just, because of my obsessive need to have a whole bunch of stuff for a game, I really don't want to play an army game.
Because you got to have it all.
I do. I'm like, oh, well, I just need to have a couple of extra armies so that, in case somebody else wants to play. But then in case two people want to play, and then of course nobody wants to play. And I've got 4 armies. Yeah. Well, you have to show me how to play at the con. I'll definitely play. I'll play anything. Like, I got the opportunity to play Silver Bayonet. I really liked Silver Bayonet. I thought it was a good game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mechanics of it. It was pretty fast paced. The minis were pulp, so I loved that. Just don't have anybody to play.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of what happened to me in that game. I think I have 4 factions for that.
For Silver Bayonet?
Yep.
It's a cool game. I mean, I did. I really liked it. Like I said, Alan had it at Siege of Augusta a couple of years ago, and I was taking a break from running Twisted, just checking everything out, poking around. I was like, you know what? I'm going to play this game. Because usually when I'm at a convention, I'm so busy running stuff, I almost never play anything. I think that's why I wanted to go back to Adepticon, because all I did was play at Adepticon.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Alder said he's got 6 factions for Cyberpunk Red. So he knows where I'm coming from. Solidarity, brother. That's what it is. Yep, that's the problem. But see, at least with the Cyberpunk Red, you just need a handful of models. Yeah. So Alan said it's rank and file.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rank and file, so there's a degree of tactics, which is what we were talking about with the old fantasy battles.
Yeah.
Same sort of thing as rank and file. Not to the same degree. I think there was a little bit more looseness, for lack of a better term, in the old fantasy battles.
Let's see. Let's use this one. Oh, it'd help if I close my paint.
You should definitely close your paint. It's a very helpful thing to do. All right. Well, that is, I think, these guys. I gotta. Alan, are you bringing your pro acryls to Jacksonville? Because I got a few colors I need. I did sort of find a friendly local gaming store for myself. It's only 2.5 hours away. When I go to pick Jeremiah up in Columbia, I drive right past Firefly Games, so I usually stop in. Oh, look at that. They were talking Silver Bayonet tonight. Such a good game. Alder says he likes the look of Conquest, Last Argument of Kings for rank and file, but still prefers Skirmish. I think I do too. I think if I were going to do a rank and file again, honestly, I think that the closest I would get to that is I think I would experiment with the new old world.
Yeah.
Just because I know it. I know the world. Yep. I loved it back in the day. So I think if I was going to do that, that's what I would do.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Well, I'm pretty satisfied with that. If nothing else, I got my unnamed company. I got their stuff done for tonight. At least what I'm going to add. I have so many tanks to choose from. So many. I picked up a lot of the old Clicks tanks.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
From the Mech Warrior Clicks tanks. And some of them are too big. Some of them are just massive because the scale was different. But the vast majority of them work really well. I think they work really well in part because I think that generally speaking, at least in my mind, the tanks that they have for Battletech, I feel like they're undersized. Like they're supposed to be contending with this 100-ton battle mech, and I'm looking here. I'm gonna show you the difference. I'm gonna grab one. What did Alan say? Yes, what colors? I don't know yet. I know I'm going to need red. Okay, these are super cool, right? I like these. I printed these on my FDM printer. That's pretty cool tank, you know? I mean, I like it. It's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool too. If I can get it in the camera. That one's pretty cool too. And
Remind me of Ogre almost.
Yeah. And then you got,
Okay.
There's the size comparison. I don't like that. I like that. That in my mind, that's a better size comparison of a tank that's going to be able to take this thing on. I mean, it's going to lose the vast majority of the time, but it's like there's which one looks cooler on the tabletop? Really? Come on.
Yeah.
The bigger one looks cool. Let's see. What did heading? All right, I'll just heading back to work. Okay, sir. Thank you for joining us, man. Right. Great to see you. Go check out the front end of that video from last week. It'll make you laugh. Trust me. Alan says, "Look at the Beastmen Minotaur army." I'm not sure. I might. If I were to go that route, I might go with one of the newer armies, but I might just go with what I know. You know what I'm saying? I might go back to like my orc army.
I still have so many vampire accounts that.
Right.
I'm set. I just need a rule book, probably.
I hear you. You probably do. So Alan, did they change base sizes? There's a good question.
Yeah. Other than that, I got all my chaos still.
Yeah, some of that chaos stuff. I think it was chaos that you painted. I can't remember if it was a chaos one or a undead that was really good. I think it was chaos that I liked. You showed it off a long time ago.
Had that chaos dwarf cannon, the hell cannon.
No, this was
dragon.
Oh no, it was the ogre kingdoms.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
That's what it was. I knew.
Yeah, I didn't. You know what? And what's funny is I did not paint every single thing I had for the ogres. I had all those mercenaries. I think I painted one or two of them, and that was it. And I don't think I painted my Forge World guys that I got.
Tonio said they did change the base sizes, but they have adapters.
Just plop it on down, huh?
Yeah, I suppose so. Golly. Always got to change the base size.
Let's see. What's a good dirt color? Let's see.
Go with dirt.
Dark umber. I got mahogany. Light umber.
You can never go wrong with dark umber, man.
Yeah, that's a good place to start. Just so it's not white. Who knows what I'm going to do with it, but I just want to get some paint down,
Yeah, see, you're rolling, man.
Well, yeah, this guy's, I did not think I was going to spend this much time on him, but.
Alan, what's going on at the store tonight? I'd come join you, but it's a little far. But apparently driving is my new hobby.
Yeah.
All right.
So how long did it take Little Mac to realize the snow that he put in that water bottle basically just turned into water?
Oh, it didn't take him. Didn't take him long at all.
Oh, when he was doing that, I was just like, "Yep, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let him figure it out."
Let's see. Tonio said it's a pain, but it does make ranking them way easier with the different base sizes. Yeah, I could see that with Orcs and Chaos being too big for the 25 mils.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I used to always do custom stuff with the old stuff too. So it's like if you didn't put them in the right way, man, they'd be banging into each other. And
oh yeah. I started playing it early enough that my rank and file troops were all mono pose. So yeah, they weren't really bumping into each other.
That's
it wasn't until they started coming out with the semi-modular dudes, like the Space Marines used to be, where you would add the arms and legs. Lots of STLs for bases, so old bases can work. Cool. Yep, my printers they've quit. They've given up the ghost finally.
Really?
Yep.
Oh man. So you're gonna go get that new one, huh?
Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon.
Or you just have Ron keep printing your stuff.
I told him the other day, because he said to let him know what mechs we were looking for. And the answer to that question is yes. But that's always the answer to that question is just yes. But so I sent it to him, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll just do what your other buddy does, and I'll just have an Amazon thing renew to send you resin. Just automatic. I'll just send you the resin. Just send it straight to you.
I don't have my washes up here. I was going to throw a wash on them, but oh well. I can move to another one. Kind of looks like a bumblebee now.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
That is not yellow. It's actually a dark orange.
Tonio's in the same boat with me. His orcs and goblins were like that too, the old monopose ones. They ranked up just fine. I never had a problem with those guys. Wasn't until they started getting cool that you had a problem.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite models back in the old fantasy battles, since I played orcs, were the fanatics, the night goblins with the huge ball and chain.
Okay.
Oh, they always caused way more damage to your army than the other army, but they were just so much fun to randomly spin across the board and destroy everything. It was just the best. Oh, you got some BattleTech going on. Sweet. I got some BattleTech going on right here too. Sorta. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. Painting it.
And I'll put this guy on here. All right. So I picked up another guy. I'm just slopping it down.
Slap it down there, man.
I'm gonna cover up all this white.
Well, still no news from Twisted, so don't know what's going on there.
I really hope that it doesn't just
fade
disappear.
Away.
Me too. Yeah, fade away.
Me too. But the thing is the market is just so flooded. I mean, it's to the point now where it's oversaturated.
Yeah, it's hard to stand out in that kind of a market.
It really is. It's hard to do that. And all props in the world to the folks that are putting it out anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's just, it's tough,
I mean, even if you have a unique theme, it's hard to stand out because, maybe more people want to play zombie games and whatnot. So,
yep.
There sure is plenty of those now.
BattleTech almost every night. Man, I'm jealous of that.
Who said that?
Alan at the store.
Oh, man.
Are they playing Alpha Strike?
Oh, man.
That'll determine if I'm actually jealous. Although, to be perfectly fair, I have not tried Alpha Strike yet, so I can't speak ill of it because I haven't tried it yet.
That's the one that interests you, though, right?
No.
Alpha
Strike is the simplified, faster version.
Oh, okay.
Of BattleTech. I like classic BattleTech.
You want the crunchy?
I do. If I'm gonna play BattleTech, that's the. And to be fair, I need to try Alpha Strike because I know that a lot of my desire to play the classic is wrapped up in nostalgia. I'm fully aware of that. Oh, you got a campaign going. Why don't you just keep rubbing it in, man? You want some salt and lemon juice to rub into that wound, man? Golly. Oh, we were friends. Shoo. Man, it's getting painful over here. Good thing my wife's working. I'm going to have to go up to the hospital, the emergency room. So painful. Alpha Strike is good for getting 20 mechs per side. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know that that's my jam, that's what I want to do. But again, I can't honestly speak fairly to that because I haven't tried it yet. I've got all my cards, I've got my rules, I've got everything set up so that I can give it a try. But man, I just love breaking out those sheets and tracking all the hits and the heat and everything. And since Mac likes it, it helps him too. Critical thinking and
yeah, that's what I thought you were saying.
Math and all that other kind of stuff. Because I make him, it takes the game a little bit longer, but I make him calculate all of his heat and
he probably likes that. How far can I push it?
Well, actually, for stuff like that, despite the fact that he's wide open all the time, he is super conservative with stuff like that. He's like, no, I'm not going to fire that because I'll get hot. I'm like, dude, you'll only be one heat over, and you can burn that really easy. Nope. I don't want to do that. No. Are you sure? Nope, I don't want to do it.
So he plays conservatively, huh?
He does play conservative, and he loves the Atlas. That's his mech. And so he can be as conservative as he wants because it can just stand there and soak up damage all day long.
Oh, man. So he kind of knows what he's doing then.
He's getting it. Well, it's like I said, I think more often than not, people don't give kids enough credit when it comes to the games.
Yeah.
I taught Fernando. Now, Fernando's sharp as a tack. Don't get me wrong, okay? But I introduced him to 40K in his own list building when he was 9. And he was playing in tournaments. Well, he played in the Wild West Exodus tournament and won.
Yeah.
So I think that kids just don't get enough credit. You just got to be patient with them and introduce it to them. And I say this, I've always said this at every convention that I've ever been to. If you worry about your models breaking when you're introducing kids to games, the thing you have to remember is a video game will not tell them no.
Yeah.
And you have to let them play or we lose all the players.
And they if they can't experience it at all, if they just get the bad taste experience, they ain't gonna want to come back.
That's right. I can't tell you how many models I've had broken at conventions. Now, to be perfectly fair, though, most of the games that I have demoed at conventions, and I'll go ahead and call them out for props, that being the bigger ones, Twisted and Rumble Slam and Deep Wars. Anything that ever got broken, those companies replaced for me. Because of what I was doing. You know, I wasn't any sort of representative or demo team thing that they had, because Twisted never had one. Antimatter Games didn't really have one. Rumble Slam didn't have one when it first came out. I just did it because I liked the games. So I remember the first one. It was from TT Combat, where I had just posted in the group because I had said I was going to a convention, just in general, and got back, said what a great time it was, and posted a picture of, one casualty. And, I didn't ask for a replacement. I was just like, just one casualty, but no big deal. And I probably typed something to the effect of the video games don't say no kind of thing, because I've been saying that for years. And they sent me a replacement.
Wow. It's good by a company to do that.
Oh, yeah. Even though TT Combat stole my ring idea, they're still a good company. I still like them.
Let's see. Let's do.
That's right. Things that make you go.
I
got a lot done tonight. What time is it? Oh, I'm going to have to sign off here in just a few minutes.
What time is it? How long have we been on?
Almost
an hour. Almost an hour, so we're almost at our regular time here.
Yep.
So, I got a little bit done. I worked on him a little bit and painted his hat.
I got a good bit done. I still have to do basing for. I'm not basing my tanks. My larger tanks, the smaller hover vehicles, I base. Oh yeah, he looks good, man. I like those colors. You know what those colors remind me of? Do you remember the bug on Space Ghost?
Oh yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. That's what those colors totally remind me of.
Worked a little bit on him. Did some of his hat, some of his boots, the brown. I was gonna do like an ochre color for like a pullover, but I don't see it here what I want. I think it's downstairs because it's a Vallejo. And then I did a little bit of touching up on him, not a whole lot.
Okay.
Painted his sledgehammer. So little things. I thought I would get to this guy, but yeah, that didn't work.
Is that his Peter Gabriel sledgehammer?
Yeah. So, and of course, I wanted to put some washes on, but I don't have any of my washes right here.
Well, darn it.
Let me see. I'm going to put you big. I want to see some of what you worked on.
All right, hold on. Let me see what I got here. I still got some wet bases. So I got a aerospace fighter finished up there. Got another aerospace fighter. The bases are wet.
Oh, you're doing the bases?
Yeah, I'm just my aerospace fighters. I just paint the bases black in case I use them in space, or I use them on the board, whatever. I got this tank down. I like this tank.
Cool tank. I like that with the gold.
Yeah. Well, that's the they don't have a name yet, but that's the company, the regiment I'm working on.
Okay.
And then I got this little APC for transporting my my infantry. Painted up. Let me see if I can get that in there. It's a pretty cool little APC. And then I got my Bot War / Proto Mechs.
I have all those, the ones that I had primed, black, just sitting in a drawer.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do, so I'm pretty happy with the factions that I have. So I have a mercenary company that I did. But I need to pick up another thing of Fire Giant orange speed paint in order to do any more of those. And then I've got my House Steiner, my Jade Falcons, my Smoke Jaguars, my Draconis Combine, and then I've got 2 Lances of the Free Worlds League. Just kind of a little smattering here and there, but the main focus is the Lyran Commonwealth and my mercenary units. So I want to add one more group to that for the Capellan Confederation. And I want to do, like you said, I'm going to prime black, dry brush a silver, and then do like the armor plates in a green.
Oh, okay.
I saw somebody that did something similar to that. And I ordered some decals too. I mostly ordered decals. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done those. I mostly did those so I can do decals on my drop ships. Like I ordered some House Steiner fists, and they'll go there. And I ordered one that's a big one, so it'll fit in this blue band here.
Okay.
And then the same thing with my 2 drop ships are going to be Lyran Commonwealth, but I do have. Oh, come here, you. It's another drop ship.
Dollar store, right?
Yep. It's an Easter egg.
That's what I thought it was.
So you got. Oh, didn't break. I built it well. You got, there you go. Easter egg. Ta-da! Okay. So the Easter egg for the win.
So now all you guys have ideas.
Only you BattleTech people that want a drop ship. You know, and it serves no practical purpose in the game. It's really just a big terrain piece. But you know, I do love to have all that on the table. So that's what it is. Hello, dog. I have my own dog this time instead of Barney. All right. Well, that is it, folks. Thank you for joining us. I'll take us out because I don't know who's supposed to, because it was weird last time.
We were taking turns last week.
That's right. So thanks for joining us, guys, for our hobby night. It's good to be back on track. We'll see you next week. We should. I don't think I have any traveling. Like, follow, subscribe, smash all those cool buttons. And follow us. We do this every Thursday night, most of the time, around 30-ish minutes, usually a little longer. Check us out on all of the podcast nations and world and Googles and all that stuff. All the interwebs, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Most importantly, though, Discord. You can check us out over there and shoot us an email at indieinvasion@gmail.com. There's a new channel in the Discord for monthly paint challenges. So head over there. That was Alder's idea. Head over there. Throw up what you're working on this month. That way you can get encouragement and see other people working on their stuff. It's been fairly active since we started.
I mean, you guys post as much as you want. You can post in the beginning of the month what you're planning on working on. You can, post as much progress as you want. And then at the end of the month, really, that's kind of what Alder's idea was, is just to help support each other.
There you go. That's the thing. And last but not least, don't forget to check out the Redbubble, because that's where you can get all of the cool Indie Invasion merch. But until then, my friends, don't forget to prepare yourself for the invasion.
Is it going?